Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I'm bringing you another episode of the Braxtons Season 1, Episode 3, Family Matters. All right. So, Mama E, Trina, and Tawanda meet up for dinner. Tawanda receives a call from Kevin Jr. and from jail. And they said she said, well, Kevin said that it was a warrant out for his arrest for failure to appear in court, probably something due to the divorce. But my problem is okay, because apparently they arrested him and he went to jail, and he calling from jail. All right, so his grandfather is in Maryland. His dad is in Maryland. Nobody posted bail for him. Nobody posted bail for him. I don't understand. I mean, he not a bad kid. I mean, I can see if he was a roughneck running around the streets and stuff. Nobody posted bail for him. Where is his daddy? I know he going through some stuff too, but where is his daddy? And where's his pawpaw? Because if the daddy is not stepping up, then the pawpaw should be stepping up, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong for that? If I was arrested for anything, my grandfather, God rest his soul, will be he would be at the courthouse before I got there. He would be at the police station before I got there. And my mama, and my daddy, and whoever else. So I don't understand why, and, and and nobody got him out of jail. No, nobody. They couldn't call to get a bail bondsman. I know they're in Atlanta. They couldn't call to get a bail bondsman in Maryland to get him out of jail. What in the fuck? When I had a seizure, okay, in college, I had a seizure. I was in college, okay. My my mama, my daddy, my all my grandparents came, and I had five, but four of them came, and my uncle Chucky. What the hell? What the hell? Why that boy sitting in jail? And nobody talking to nobody? Something wrong. Something wrong. Something's wrong here. Anyway, I totally don't understand none of that. I don't understand none of that. I don't understand. Y'all, nope. I'm not even going there because I'm already pissed off, and I ain't even started the video real good. I'm already pissed off that boy sat in jail and nobody got him out. And your grandfather is in Maryland, and your daddy's in Maryland, and everybody else was in Atlanta. Somebody could have flew up there, or they could have called and got a bail bondsman to get you out of jail. What the hell? Anyway, all right. Trina says she's going to counseling on a weekly basis until she can cope, and I think that's good for her. I do. Mama E said Traci on her dying on her deathbed or whatever. She wanted all y'all to get along, and y'all not doing it. She said, Miss E said y'all wearing the necklaces, y'all, having trouble sleeping and all that other stuff, and y'all not doing what she asked y'all to do. She said, Toni, Tawanda, and Tamar got a wall up. Trina, you ain't got a wall up. You just crazy as hell right now. Okay, I'm sorry. That's what I see. Okay, now what I see, but you working on it. You working on it, and I think that's the reason why you are taking it harder than everybody else, because everybody else got a wall up and you don't, because you're the most sensitive one, is as far as Tawanda's concerned, because everybody else got a wall up. So Mama E, is sick of all the mess. So she said, she get up. She said, "Well, it's time for me to go." She was like, "So y'all can pay for this bill." And so everybody, they were looking like, "What, you leaving?" She was like, "Yeah, because Toni would have a fit if I paid the bill." Miss E cracked me up. Yeah, Toni will have a fit. So I can't pay the bill. I can't pay the bill because Toni will have a fit. And she would. I love Missy. So it flashes to Toni trying to do her little, Vegas, rehearsal and stuff like that. So she's trying to prepare. And she said, we need to prepare for, if for anything, if I get fatigued. What do we have in plan for if I get fatigued, or if I just need a break or whatever. She was like, hey, I ain't mad at it, cause she was just like, listen, I'm not gonna overexert myself. Not gonna do it because I could go any day now. That's how she feel. You know. I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at her. So Tamar and Mama E is recording a cooking show for Clio TV. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, she recording a cooking show. But both of them, apparently, Mama E taught everybody how to cook and everything like that. So, and Trina is using that to cope with her depression and stuff like that. So, good for them. Can't wait to see it. So Kevin Jr. is out of jail finally. I'm still mad at that, and I need not to go back into that. I don't need to go down that rabbit hole again, because I'm real pissed off. I'm real pissed off. So Kevin Jr. gets out of jail, and but nobody has heard from him since he got out of jail. So Tawanda and her boyfriend or whatever, her man, her fiance, her common law husband, I don't know, and Trina and her husband are going to go to Maryland and check on them. You should have went to Maryland when once the police got there. You should have booked a flight to Maryland in the first place at that time. I'm just saying. Or you should have called up there and had your daddy check on him, have his daddy check on him, and if they couldn't have done it, y'all should have checked on him. Okay, at least Trina, cause Trina don't kids is grown. Okay, now I know Tawanda can't just jump and leave, cause she got teenagers, 17 and 18, but Tawanda, you could have left. And you could have took Tamar with you. Cause Tamar got I don't know how old is Logan, probably 10. So she couldn't have left it. So Trina, you could have went up there and checked on him. Okay. And then Toni can't do nothing right now. She can't do nothing. Anyway. So Trina gets more counseling, grief counseling from Spirit. I thought she was gonna do PSD counseling for some other person, but I guess she do PST counseling too. Okay, all right now. Um, Apparently Trina has some screenshot pictures that she strung together to make a movie, and Spirit asked her about that, and Trina said, "I'm not ready to talk about that." And so Spirit says, "Well, how can I help to fix it if you can't let it go?" And Trina, bless your heart, honey. Uh, I don't envy you in that place. But she says she's distracted. She watched a lot of TV, and she cooks. And so, and she says she hasn't been able to control her thoughts. She haven't been able to control her thoughts since Gabe passed. And yeah, and so she when she was grieving for Gabe, her and Vaughn was only like 1 year into their marriage. And Vaughn kind of was upset. She said he shamed her for it. And then, once she got over grieving for Gabe, then Traci passes away. And then she's back in that cycle again. So Trina had a lot going on. She had a lot of close people pass away. But Vaughn, come here for a second. I was watching Designing Women, and a lot of people don't know what Designing Women is, but it was a show in the 80s that had four women that worked at a design firm. It was Julia Sugarbaker, Suzanne Sugarbaker, Mary Jo Shively, and Charlene Frazier. So, Charlene met this guy who was a pilot, and he was a widower. And she said this is the last man on her dance card. That's her future husband. Da 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 da. But once she got to the point where she loved him, he left. He was like, "I'm out of here." And so then Julia, who was the main character, she called him back, and Julia is a widow too. Her husband passed away, and then but her boyfriend said, she when she got with her boyfriend, she kind of was feeling guilty about loving her husband, and he was like, "Listen, I wouldn't." And her boyfriend Reese said, I wouldn't want to be with you if you still didn't love your husband. Why would I want to be with you? That, I have enough room in my heart for you and him. And so when she told um, the colonel, that Colonel Bill, his name was Bill, when she told Bill that, and so she said, Charlene has enough heart for you and your Nancy. That was her. That was the lady that passed away. She has enough room for you and her. Just give her a chance. So I feel like, and I already had watched that, and then I watched that episode, and I was just like, Vaughn, you have room in your heart for your wife and her ex, because you wouldn't want to be with a woman that, I don't love him no more. Whatever. So that kind of played into it, like, Vaughn, because apparently you tried to help him when you found out he had cancer. So you knew how much you loved her enough to try to take care of him before he passed away. So you love her enough to take care of him after he's gone. Okay, Vaughn, I like you, but you shouldn't try to play my girl out like that. Trina, I still play your song. Still. And you wanna party and you wanna go home. It's still on my workout. If you didn't come to party and you better go home. Okay, that's my song. I'm telling you. Anyway, so Traci and Vaughn also, they're packing to go to Maryland, and Traci don't want to talk about the grief session. Oh, Trina, did I say Traci? I'm sorry, Trina. Don't want to talk about the grief session yet. She don't want to talk about it yet. Um, and so she also tells Vaughn about Toni's illness as well. So, he getting the earful. Tawanda fix her kids up from school. Then she pulls into the house, and the producers are there, and they hand the phone to Tawanda, and they said this is Kevin Jr. And so apparently Kevin, I guess, hopefully the pawpaw hopefully got him out of jail, because they found him going through pawpaw. Okay, but he shouldn't have spent. He shouldn't have spent, unless it was a weekend. He shouldn't have spent a night in jail. I'll leave that alone. Yeah. So she said, that the grandfather tracked him down or whatever, and apparently he need a new phone, because I guess they kept his phone or whatever. I don't know, but they have found him, and so they're gonna go check up on him, and we'll see how that go. Hopefully they can find his daddy, because we don't know what happened with the daddy. But anyway, so that was the episode. Like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. This is your girl, Miss Yella Diva. Peace.